Hello and welcome to yet another review. We are excited as usual to be here at North Motors in Sunning Hill to be bringing you a brand new review. Today we are checking out the Peugeot 208. As usual, we're going to look at the exterior design, we're going to look at the interior and build quality, and then we give you our impression of this baby. For love drive, let's go. Thank you so much to everyone who continues to support our channel. Really, please, we ask you to please subscribe to the channel. That is the easiest way to support our work and enabling us to be able to bring you some more content. And the Peugeot 208, I think, looks great. Yes, I've said it. It looks really great. It is expensive. Let's not lie about it. It's very expensive compared to its rivals, which will pop out here, the VW Polo as well as the Renault Clio. But we don't care about this one. Let's just forget about those ones. This one, it starts you off as the Active, which comes in at 339,900 rands. Then you've got the Allure, which is a manual that comes in at 389,900 rands. Then you've got an automatic variant of the Allure, which comes in at 429,900 rands. And the top of the range, the GT line, comes in at 469,900 rands. Well, a lot of reviewers and journalists have complained about the price. But if you want class and if you want possess and sexiness of a French, pay for your needs, please. Pay how? Pay for good cars. Let's look at this car there. Love the front of this car. Love the chrome grille that you get on the 208. Then as usual, you've got the Fang that doubles up as a DRL or daytime running light as well as indicator. You've got halogen gem for the lower models, and the GT line gets the 3 striking claws with an LED light. I think the front on its own, it is awesome. It looks awesome. Well, side profile of this car doesn't really disappoint. You've got 16-inch for the Active, then you've got 17-inch for the GT, and the Allure also get a 16-inch. You've got this wheel arches, which looks nice, but on the GT, you've got black cross, which makes it aggressive. It will pop up on the screen somewhere. You've got black mirror caps, and I mean, it's awesome. The GT line gets a glass rooftop as an option, so that makes light to come in and it makes it look good. I know that this variant doesn't get a sunroof like your VW Polos, but who cares? This car looks good. The back of the Peugeot looks classic, looks stunning as usual. You've got the 3D claws at the back, LED lights. You've got this black strip that runs across the boot, which looks really great. I mean, it's just a simple design, but it looks lovely. I love the spoiler that you also get on the VW. So, I mean, it is current. It's a modern, simple car. I like it, I think I like it. Well, checking out the boot, when you open it, it reveals a 311 capacity of boot space with your seat up. You've got a bit of a lip, so lifting things up. It's not a chain snatch. I mean, it can fit a lovely travel bag, 1 or 2, and your work laptop will definitely fit in here. And for a student, I think they won't be complaining. You've got a full-size spare wheel actually, which looks really great. I mean, with the sit down, you get over 1,000 liters of boot capacity. So great car. Welcome to the back of the 208. I think I am squashed. It's not the most spacious car. This is my driving position, and as you can see, I don't have that much leg room, but I'm okay. I like toe room. I'm able to move my feet below, so which is great. Headroom is okay for me, but for someone who's tall, I think you might struggle. I love the seats, how it is designed. I love this lovely design and contrasting stitching on the seat as well. It is cloth material. I mean, it is okay, you know. You've got some plastics on the door panel. It's not that you would expect something else. I mean, it is a cheaper hatchback. Something that is a bit disappointing, there is no events at the back, no USB-C or USB-A for charging ports, but I guess you can be okay. I like it. I truly like it. Let's jump into the front. The front of the Peugeot looks really great. Look at that door panel. It looks stunning. I love the interior layout of the Peugeots. I think they are ahead of their time. I love this two-step toning of the dash layout. It feels like it was designed for the driver. Everything is angled towards the driver. I mean, it is great. It is really great. It looks exactly almost identical to the 3008 that we reviewed last time, and we'll link up the link on top so that you can see that. I mean, it really looks good. Well, build quality, I think it's pointless for us to continue with this because their quality is really good and strong. I love the piano inspired keys here, which are controls for certain functions which do not only sit in the infotainment, but you can control it from here, which is a welcome for me. You know, I love physical button. This one is the 1.2 liter engine, which is mated to a 5-speed manual. I'll give you that ranges now. It looks really great. You've got a pad here which sits, I think your phone will easily sit here. In the GTLINE, I think it comes in as a wireless charger. What else do you have? You've got cup holders in here and a 12-volt socket, which is good. You do have a USB port here for charging, so which is good. I like it. Yeah, no, it really is a lovely car. I mean, I love their gear levers. I know that manufacturers are moving to smaller gear levers, but this looks really great, man. What can you say about the interior? It really looks amazing. Welcome to the infotainment of the Peugeot 208. The Active as well as the Allure both get a 7-inch touch screen, which is pairable to both Apple Pay as well as Android Auto, whilst the GT gets a 10-inch infotainment, which is a touch screen as well. I mean, there's things that you can do in here. For the GTLINE, I think it does get a navigation built into it. The front cluster of the driver, I think it looks kind of great. I haven't seen dials for some time. We've been seeing digital dials, so this one looks great. There isn't much you can do on the Active. The only thing you can toggle about it will give you the range of your petrol and your speedo in digital format. I also like how the rev also revs backwards, so I mean counterclockwise. So it's interesting. You've got your petrol gauge on the side and your temperature on the side. I mean, it really looks great. I mean, there's nothing that you can fault about this one. You've got controls on the steering wheel as mentioned. It is simple. It's lovely. The Active does not have a rake and reach button, but I think the Allure as well as the GT does have that. Well, under the bonnet, the 308 runs a 1.2 3-cylinder engine, which is a petrol variant. For the Active, it produces 55 kilowatts at 118 millimeters of torque. Then for the Allure manual, it produces 74 kilowatts at 208 millimeters of torque. And then the Allure automatic as well as the GTLINE, it produces 96 kilowatts of power at 230 millimeters of torque. The Active is paired to a 5-speed manual transmission, whilst the manual Allure it's gets a 6-speed transmission and all the automatic variant gets a 6-speed transmission. I think it's a great, punchy little car. Well, I know you're going to ask the verdict of this car. Should you buy this car? Should you not buy this car? Or should you shortlist this car? Let's give you some bit of numbers. Payment to this car will appear on the site, but before then you get a 60,000 kilometer service plan. You get a 5-year 100,000 kilometers warranty, and I think a 100,000 kilometers or 5-year roadside assistance. I mean, you get quite a lot, especially with its aid as well as safety features that you get on the car. It's a list that we can pull up on the screen, but I think it's a really great car. There is 2 things that to note about it. Many reviewers have complained about the stop start button, that you need to hold it for a while for it to start the car. And then for the automatic variant, the gear lever, it's got a zigzag airflow on it, but because of the gear lever is covered, you can't really see how to maneuver it. But I guess once you own it, you will be able to maneuver and get used to it. Well, our verdict is simple. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you want class, if you want to be unique, then you must pay for that uniqueness. And for me, I think if you really want to stand out, go buy the Peugeot 208. Maybe try to get into the GTLINE because it really looks great. Unless you want to be same. Love Drive, we thank you for your continuous support. Stay tuned.